Every time I watch the news, I bow my head in silence. It made me sick to my stomach to witness violence. I hit the prayer rug deep inside. I'm crying, Lord of the worlds, put an end to all this dying. Allah, please help me understand what's going on. Why these young brothers out here doing wrong, acting savagely, firebombing women's homes. All of this cause she left your sorry tale alone. 19-year-old boy responsible for mass shootings. Action through Allah is the best solution. Plus these young boys going crazy shooting cops. I give my life to Allah, please make it stop. It ain't safe on the highways. 8 people shot for blocking a man's driveway. Forgive for something like that's blatant disregard. We don't need no more black bodies in the morgue. I wanna live long enough to experience peace. With the lies help, God's killing gospel cease. We need to unify and get on one accord. Love each other is a commandment from thy Lord.
What up, yo? Detroit and Flint Town. Coming through this motherfucker. Hallucinate. Yeah, with my killers. Through the projects. And I'm skating on day.
Better be careful where you at and which way you wear your hat. What colors you got on, cause your ass will get clapped. Bam, back to the old me, rapping with the OGs. Even when I'm asleep, bitches got my strap on me. In my blade too, you gon' play who? You gon' fade who? Bitch, I will shake you, erase you from existence. If you don't keep your distance, I kick it, y'all get wicked, get marked off the hit list. Always on some bitch shit, keep it to yourself, man. I'm self-made, self-paid, hell I let it rain. We can tell you plain, we can tell you ain't what you say you are. You ain't hard, you a flake, yeah. Break them off, break them down, this time needs an enema. It's time to get above, red above, red above. I'm fed up on the whack rappers, they liars. I'm a villain, I'm a gangster, I'm a rider.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Project nigga bustin', ain't no time for no discussion. About to drop this deadly weapon, Satan too, like I'm from Russia. Talking crazy, we gon' rush you, beat you down, cause you a sucker. You ain't from around my block, so ho, you ain't shit but a customer. Dirty hoes, I'm dusting ya, the rivers where they dumping ya. Stay project boy for life, so ain't nobody that can touch us, bruh. Identify the target in the parking lot, a target roll up on them, blow his brains and leave him dripping on the carpet. Victim to at his apartment, we gon' finish what we started. Ask his lady where the dope, she tell me in the glove compartment of the drop top bins. Then take all of the ends, I'm gon' tell you all you want. If you just please, just let me live. I got kids that got a future, told her shut up before I shoot you. Ain't no women or no kids dying, this is what I do. I can offer you a job, Project One roll like the mob with KDT and Ghetto E, we underground and never stop.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
The butcher called me up and told me come with a track. So I'm sliding through the D like I don't know how to act. Who the fuck want what with the boys that do it? Just load them Dracos and them choppers and let's get straight to it. We bout to bang in this bitch like the blood and the Crips. And got some hoes on deck, so don't even trip. In my Snoop Doggy Dog voice, I make that pussy moist and leave your hoe staring in the ghetto. She that made her choice, and she chose to get banged. Hang with dating thugs and ooh-kang. Told the girl stay in her lane. Now she missing, that's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you provoking? I'm in the butcher back cave smoking and fiending for a motherfucking killing. I'm a savage, I'm a G, I'm a motherfucking villain.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Once again in this bitch, splitting the D came to play. Playing for keeps when we creep with that motherfucking AK. Popping the phone, letting them know who the fuck be on the streets. Project Born, KVT, and the dating fake. Real OG's been banging since the 90s. Ain't shit that I ain't seen. Another murder gang related, motherfuck the police. One love, killer, till death do us part. That gangsta shit, motherfucker, coming straight from the heart. There's nowhere to run, grab your guns and step into the front line. Where only you find a few of my kind, busting with the tech knives. Come and test your strength, cause only a strong will survive. We're soldiers from the ghetto, side by side as we strive. Murdering motherfuckers, making money while we mad. Mind ain't straight, body and soul while we strap. Mr. Fucking Fearless, J Gutta, it's a rap. Fuck with me, I'm a G, day and night, pass me the gat.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
I'm a G. And I ain't talking about no gang shit. Strapped with a tech knot and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done for 20-something years? Dating family and PJP put in work like Richard Gere. T is up next and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. Means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. We all get together and put it down. We the realest. I found a monster on these beats. This my boy dead days. Always have to make a killing, yeah, them born dead way. And these pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking G's.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black loach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flando. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Industry foray, wasn't sure it was for a G per se, but I knew making music was my thing. And when they was getting bread out the dope game, I was up in the studio, no change. Any other lifestyle seems so strange, and I would never throw salt on your name if you'd rather be pirates and gang. Lord knows a nigga pay dues with pain, but it ain't never been no shame in my lane. With an attitude like fuck what they think, and that I had to do until some shit changed. A lot of gratitude to who paved the way. Truth is that the whole thing's a phase. Who's to say that the phase ain't a lifetime? Summer days when it rains to the nighttime, blowing J's with my girl while I ride right rhyme. She break me off something tight at the right time. But ain't no hitchhiker's guide, ain't no guidelines. Ain't no one to confide in the sidelines. Players ain't gon' complain and they don't cry. One thing about the game, it's a long ride. Let me tell you how the timelines align. Went to California, then I went to NY. Hollywood kitchen sink with my one guy. Really great DJ Quick Compton was live. Brand new J7s on the nigga feet. TKO had some beats that was heat. Hotel room writing flows with a freak. I'ma tell you what it been like. NY, maneuver through the 5 boroughs. Manhattan skyline, top of the world. Raw hole, socio, dynamite too. 3 up, all the shit that we was into. When I got introduced to the GM, never crossed my mind I might meet him. Studio in the Bronx to the AM. That's where I got my grandmaster training. He challenged me to be a greater MC. Showed me how to be the artist haters envy. Make a hit using nothing but an MP. Flash is fast, flashing no fool. One thing that I learned in the NY, go hard in the paint, you could get signed. It's a big world out there, you inside, but you could gonna make it happen if you inspired. Jet planes in the sky, it's cool sometimes. If your loved ones waiting when you touch down. Some cities so lonely from the sun down. Now a J to this thing in the D first. Sometimes I might tell it all to you reverb. Make a long story short, it's about thirst. If you a go getter, you gon' have to get it first. I've been somewhere everywhere, spinning airfare. Pretty women here and there, nigga, hell yeah. Made a living in the business, Hollywood glare. Malibu, Calabasas, I've been there. Skyport, City Star, they know who you are. When you walk through the door, wide open arms. Where the stars stay out the whole day long, and the moon show up before the sun down.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smokers Podcast. I'm one of the hosts, Jay Gutta, a.k.a. you already know the rest. We got a special night tonight. We got Blatonio Todd in the building, too.
What up, though?
What up, though? We waiting for Brother King X to tap in. What up, though, Brother King X? He'll be in here in a minute. But we got the return of Kool Ken. We got the return of motherfucking Kool Ken. But what's good with you, dog? What's popping with you?
Chilling, man. Nah, yeah. Pretty much networking. Can't give too much info yet, but might you know, like for everybody who celebrates hip hop, a person you know, that is very everybody would recognize in hip hop, who's a true old school hip hop head and everything like that. We might be able to get him in a future episode here, so I'm gonna be in and out, but salute, Brother King X.
Brother King X in the building.
Yeah, in the house.
What up, though?
Yeah. And I kid you not, Gutter, like I have to show you yeah, somebody changing their tune. Yeah.
Yeah, you was mentioning that. That's funny. I don't know if we want to bring that up on the show right now and shit, but we'll stay tuned.
Not really.
Stay tuned. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
No.
All I'm gonna say is that interview everybody kind of dreams of, you know, like wanting to see, might happen. Yeah.
Major.
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody would, like, who's on the end of us, you know, would know what I'm talking about with that interview that everybody So
Yeah,
I'm
before I forget, I want to shout out to JD from the Lynch Mob. When you get done watching the Hood Smokers podcast, make sure you shoot over to JD, West Coast Warlord, Ice Cube. It's JD Presents Behind the Bars. Ice Cube, the West Coast Warlord, will be his guest tonight. Shout out JD for the Lynch Mob. Shout out Ice Cube. Shout out all our West Coast homies. But tonight we celebrating the East Coast and shit. But make sure you check that out. I know I'm gonna shoot over there and check it out as soon as we're done here. And it comes out, I believe, in around Detroit time, like 10, a little after 10 o'clock, something like that, Detroit time. Because they're 2 or 3 hours behind us.
Yeah. That's what's up. And I mean, you know, if it needs further mention and everything, we've had JD, we've had
10:30. It goes on. It's live right now.
Right there. So if you know,
no, I just wanted
to, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to forget that, dog. Shout out to the Lynch Mob, JD3. They be showing love, dog. And we show the love back. That's what shit,
and it's only right, you know, like to have, you know, in my opinion, I think to have Ice Cube as the first guest, that's epic. So.
Right. Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Salute to all y'all, you know, over there. You know, I'll be tuning in.
Oh yeah, and then Saturday night, cause y'all know we got some bullshit. We got a strike. Y'all probably know, cause if y'all follow us on other platforms, you notice. But we got a strike because of a video of fighting or whatever and shit. Because a rapper bombed out somebody that was stacking in front of him. All we posted was, don't stack in front of the stage. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing flags up and he got jumped. And they took it was only a 15-second short, but so that's why now we got we're doing these, but we got the 3-turn. Don't think we ain't bringing Cuban Link back on. Y'all already
absolutely
know. So and we got special co-host Monty Crystal will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monty Crystal.
The horse spinner. Shout out to the horse spinner right there.
The horse. What's going on with you?
What's that?
No, I was asking Brother King X what's going on with him.
Oh, nothing much. Just going through some emails.
Okay.
Salute. I don't.
Is there any news you can share with the people? Because I told Kool Kim we gonna tap in at 8:10. That's like in 4 minutes. Any new anything you can you want to put out there real quick before we we do the interview with Kool Kim? Shout out Strange One. I see you, homie.
Oh, salute Strange One. What up?
Texas in the building.
Yep.
Nothing as a late. Nothing concrete as a lately.
Yeah. I would say Brother King X also has another like thing in the mix of a popular figure that, you know, we can't say just yet, but it'll be a surprise, you know, like everybody has to know who. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? Just like the person I'm networking with, Brother King X got it in the works, so we hope to bring it. And every true hip hop head would definitely be happy to see this if it comes to fruition. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all shoot down in there in the description. I got the link to Kool Kim's website where you can get the single. Here, I'm gonna play a little bit of it right now, just a little bit of it. Don't Talk No More. But y'all go ahead and make sure you cop this, you know what I'm saying? Don't Talk No More by Kool Kim. This is a dope ass track, I'm telling y'all. It's in the description below, so make sure y'all check it out. I'm gonna play it real quick, a little bit of it.
Don't wanna tuck no more. Miller Mac in the backpack. And despite that, lay flat face down on the floor. Y'all too silly, I really go in. Boy scary, yo, don't compare me, I'm damning them. Your little devils ain't on my level, you'll never win. Never was, never could, never ever been. Yeah, imagine me in action.
Yeah, make sure you go top that Kool Kim. Don't Talk No More. Shout out to Staten Island, New York. What up, though, Latin Pain? I see you. Latin Pain host what? On the whole set. Latin Pain on the whole. Shout out to New York City. We celebrating the East Coast. Latin Pain in the building.
In the vicinity. What up, though?
What up, though, D. Cocker? We got Canada in the building, too, and shit. We got Texas. We got New York. We got Canada, Detroit, Tucson. We all over the place. Worldwide, baby, hip hop. But we gonna go ahead and do it. We do it old school. We did it old school last time we had Kool Kim on. He's out of the Discord, but he I don't know, something with the mics, shit like that. So we just go old school and we call on Messenger, like a group chat shit. So that's what we about to do. This is live, you know what I'm saying? We do this shit live. Yes, sir. That was Kool Kim rapping right there. That was the homie Kool Kim of the UMC'S. Make sure you go copy it down there in the description. And link is in the description. Go check out all them links, man. Check it out. And you want to contact any of us, it's down there. You know what I'm saying? Share this shit around. Make sure you smash like. You know they shadow banning us. It's all good, though. It's all good. Because you see, even sometimes the motherfuckers you think you got a problem with, they end up seeing the light, seeing what's really going on, and they get cool with you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, there might be some of that. Yeah, we'll be seeing more in the near future. So yeah.
Yeah, because we ain't never looked for it. It looked for us. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't go back down. We try to keep it positive. You know what I'm saying? And keep it hip hop. Like we can talk about all the negative shit going on in hip hop right now because you know there's a lot of it.
Well, there's enough of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we celebrate hip hop because we love hip hop. We just some MCs that been doing this shit since back in the days. You know what I'm saying? That love hip hop. So,
yeah. For real.
We ain't no journalists. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Yeah. We ain't got to fact check everything. You know what I'm saying? We let the guests do their thing, talk their shit. You know what I'm saying? They run the show. But it's that time. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang up the Discord and I'm gonna call the messenger group. We're doing it old school. So
that's what's up. All right. Oh, so tap out of here, right? Tap out of here.
What up, though?
We're tapping out of here, then? So we're going over
tapping out of the Discord, shooting over to the messenger group. I'm gonna call it, so it'll be shout out to Southwest Word. It's gonna show up Southwest Word. That's the engineer. He makes all this happen. This shit, you know what I'm saying? So Southwest Words, we got a lot of people behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? That help us out on this shit. We doing this shit organically. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pay to play over here. You can't pay to come over here and get an interview and shit like that and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, and we know you a snake, you know what I'm saying? So that ain't happen. And you on some fake bullshit. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down and let's hit up Kool Kim. Let's talk about Kool Kim. He got a new single out. Don't talk no more. Let's go ahead. We just played a little bit of it. Let's go ahead and hit him up. I'll see y'all brothers in like not even 1 minute. Let's do that. Now this how we do this shit. We just gotta click. I gotta get off the Discord and then I shoot on over here. We made this little messenger group. This is like old school shit. You know what I'm saying? We threw some people up in here, and then we gonna call it. I'm gonna move it over here. That's the Detroit. That's Detroit, baby. That's the Detroit skyline, baby. Yes, sir. We gonna call. What up, though? We're live. We got Kool Kim in the building. Brother King X.
You can hear me?
Tapping in. Yeah, we can hear you, brother. We can hear you.
Y'all, though. All right, now I can hear something.
All right, you can hear us? We all good?
Somebody say something, because I can't hear nothing.
You can't hear us?
Nah, I can't hear you.
Damn. Let's see. I don't know why you can't hear.
Don't worry, she's in good hands.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go with the technology. You know what I mean?
Me doing it. You can hear me now? No, are you listening to YouTube? You got it on the
hey, you got blue cheese? Yeah, you in the blue cheese video right now, yo. Yo, word is I thought that was a blue cheese video for a second. Like I was like, yo, so how'd you do that? Yo.
We got Kool Kim in the building, yo.
That's crazy.
Come with me. I'll make sure you have a great fucking time. You can keep your hands to yourself. Please stop playing. You know you want Ice dick.
There it is.
Shout out
The loop.
Strange One in the building.
Good, was good.
Texas in the
It's
building.
good.
How you feeling, King?
We got the Bronx in the
I'm blessed,
building.
brother.
Latin Pains.
Good, man. It's good to see y'all, brothers, man. Y'all look healthy.
Good to see you as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Except for this cat over here in the blue cheese land. Y'all waiting for the little puppy to come out.
Blue cheese land, yeah. That's
You know what I'm
totally
saying?
blue cheese land right there. Blue
Yeah, I'm
cheese
still
land.
tripping off. I'm gonna be tripping off that all night, yo. That's crazy as hell, yo.
Yeah.
Yo,
I mean, that's why I've been trying to keep it with the formula of the Flyers, man. I always.
Yeah, I know. I see, yo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Nah, so what's good with you, man?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. I am exhausted. You heard? But I'm
Right.
good. But I'm tired. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just on the strength of all of the great things that have been going on with the single and the progress and all. But today in particular, I'm traveling out to Las Vegas tomorrow, 6 in the morning. So I just doing all the whenever you taking a trip, man, it's all that running around you got to do to get it together, get your outfits together, pack your bags. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my, yeah.
Yeah, so
Already know.
yes, I'm going crazy over here. I was shopping most of the day, just trying to put, because let's say this discussion for the thing because there's a part that's I actually want to discuss on the live. You heard? So I don't want to
Absolutely.
repeat myself. So I'm not, how when you repeat yourself, it don't sound as authentic. So I'm gonna just hold my thought. But there's definitely something to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, aside from traveling, it's like it's a whole thing that go along with it. Why I had to go shopping and spend mad bread just trying to put together a decent look. I'm gonna explain that to y'all. You heard?
Oh, okay.
Man, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's an interesting discussion.
But I look forward to it because I was gonna say I've been excited for tonight, man. Looking forward to having you back. I mean, you welcome.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, I appreciate it, man. Your brother showing me good love, man, because the timing is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of things is going on in y'all end, but for me, the timing is wonderful because the new single is out and it goes live in
it,
2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like on streaming platforms. So yeah, man, this is like this a blessing for me, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk.
oh, likewise, man. It's an
Salute.
honor having you on. And
Yeah, man.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like you've got a lot that's been on the rise too. That we happy to see. Like
Yeah, man. You know what I'm
um,
saying? Like it's
yeah.
bug because we was having a progressive build the last time just on the strength. Just we gonna catch a build, brother's the brother, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like just a difference what a couple of weeks make. And now we talking about from the perspective of I got a hot single that's in the air and all this what I'm trying to do and like that's something else, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, as a legend yourself and stuff, you got some shows coming here. Like with some legends that you match. Rightfully so. You belong right there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a couple of drinks this month and I'm looking at more to come and I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
Looking forward
exciting.
to that.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Legends right there, man. Yeah. So what
Yeah,
else
yeah.
you doing, man? I mean, we let you control the interview, like for real. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see who's calling me.
Oh, okay,
Hold
yeah.
on, let me just see who's calling real quick. Hello? Yeah, but I'm on the interview. Right, I'm about to be on the interview in like 0.5 seconds. I'm actually on the interview with my brothers right now on the Hood Smoker podcast. It's on Facebook. All right, copy. I'm gonna do that right now. One. That's the producer right there, Mark Payne.
All right.
Hold on a second. Let me just send this link to my dude.
Yo, we live right now on the Hood Smokers Podcast. I don't know if we having technical difficulties. Can y'all?
Shit.
Right.
Yo, can you, Blatonio?
Oh, good. I'm gonna snap to it when it's time. I'm just tired right now. I ain't gonna-
Oh yeah. Oh. Like we said, like man, this is when you come on our podcast, we do it a little different. We just like you at home right here, man. But
I appreciate you.
you feel like putting your feet on the coffee table, man. Like that's kind of like how it is, but only just in the digital form. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on my end. This is decent light, right? Let me see. Maybe I should get some a little more.
What happened to the background of mine?
How y'all doing your background like that?
They got different filters and backgrounds on the Facebook Messenger thing.
Yeah, I think I even got to update mine because it's giving me like it's not letting me have like the active backgrounds like Brother King X got right now because I haven't updated it in a while. But it gave me the selection. All I did was I took the image and it gave me the option to put this image right now, and it was the blue cheese background. So, but
Man, I want
yeah,
do a goddamn thing too.
yeah,
I want to
okay,
blue cheese
okay,
too.
yeah. I mean, yeah, for the audience and stuff, they're real hip hop heads. So I mean, regardless, they know who we got on. We got the legend right here. So all I can say is like hit the screen right there, hit the what is it? Not the camera. Hold on again, and I'll let you know how you do it.
Hold on a second. Let me see.
Yeah, and when it asks you for an image, all you gotta do is hit the image you want, and then it'll put you on. Let me see. What is it that I did? I'm gonna double check. Sorry. Okay, yeah, just hit double hit your screen right there. The camera, like the blue camera, not the side camera, not the one that comes at the bottom, but the one that's right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That little blue camera on yours. And then it'll ask you like if you want an image of your choice and stuff. It'll let you know.
I'm not even seeing nothing like that.
No, not like just right in the middle of your screen, like if you move around, like it should be like on me, it's right here. Like I'm just saying, yeah. Like it should
Saying
be right
my messenger box.
No, not on the messenger box, but like right now where we're on the screen, like you see all four of us right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It should be like, yeah. Is that what you seeing right now, Brother King X? Let me know.
That's what I'm
does
saying.
it have it right in the
Straight
middle?
what I'm saying.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah.
That's everything up now.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, yeah, it should have like a little blue camera right in the middle.
All right, this is what I see.
Okay. Well, yeah, like focus in on the one that's the box that's you.
This is the box that I would be on. This one right here.
Oh, okay. It should be like, yeah, right in the middle. Okay, that's weird that it's not showing.
If I click it, I ain't even seeing that. I don't worry about it. It ain't that deep.
Yeah. But yeah.
Ain't that deep.
Or you might have to do the same as me. You might have to update Facebook again. Just like to, it does
I
that
ain't
weird.
worried about that. All right, I ain't gonna worry about it. It ain't that heavy.
Yeah.
I'm making a bigger deal out. I'm making a bigger deal out of
I got the blue cheese monster. I had to.
Yeah, you right, exactly. I'm just gonna be on my regs though. It's all good.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna let it.
Man. So where do we begin, man? Well, you in charge of the interview, like, yeah.
Have we started yet, or are we still like getting ready?
Yeah, no. We on, my brother.
Are
yeah,
we live
and
and shit? People are watching this?
Yep.
And varying shit?
Yep, we live and direct, my brother.
Oh, this is a weird ass interview for everybody. They're like, yo, what the hell they doing, yo?
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, we do it a little different. Like that's what I mean. People tune in because they want
I'm still in like, yo, we just getting ready mode. I'm thinking we about to go live in a minute.
Oh man, no.
All right. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because yeah, and that's kind of how we kick it. Like yeah, we don't do it like it's unprepared and stuff. But our thing is we keep it organic, You in charge of
Nah,
it?
I just
Yeah.
didn't know we was actually already
Yeah.
started.
Oh,
That's the only thing.
all right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
I ain't
Yeah.
saying no off-brand shit on here, cause then it'd have been
Oh,
really crazy. I'd have been like,
oh,
"Yo,
oh, oh.
Cool
Might
Kid
have to
said some
cut. Okay.
crazy shit just now."
Yeah.
Yo, he's like, "Yo, you know
Got
you
you.
live right now." I'm
Okay.
like, "Wait, what? We
Oh,
live,
okay.
live?" Nah, nah,
Good.
nah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. No worries on that either. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, nah, that's
I
good.
can.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah.
the hood. Listen, this is the podcast right now. It's not a
Yeah.
podcast, it's the
Yeah.
podcast. So I already know.
It's an honor
I,
having you
I
come
got,
back, man. Yeah.
I
Cause
got, I got some leeway here. Now, say what you saying,
yeah.
King?
Oh, no, I was saying it's an honor to have you coming back and stuff. I mean, I
Most
appreciated,
deaf.
when you came on before and stuff, dropping some gems on us, and
Yeah.
um, we were glad that you had a good time enough, to want to come back and stuff, and
Yo,
you
fam,
always.
like I was saying earlier, man, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all because, what's really real is that, like I said, man, the last time we got together, we was just catching the build, you know what I'm saying? And it was what it was and it is what it is, right?
Mhm.
But now and yeah, but now I'm in this space where, yo, I'm excited because I got the single is out.
Yeah,
It's available for direct download in this moment. If you want copies, you can get it in direct download on
yeah,
coolkimumc.com,
yeah,
right? But if you want to wait to stream because that's your thing, then yo, you could stream it on Friday the 13th. It'll be on all streaming platforms. So, everybody definitely, what's up, Nebe? I'm on a interview right now. What's up?
Hi, everybody.
That's my
salute,
daughter right there. You know what I'm saying? It's Luna Ice right there doing
salute,
that thing.
salute.
But
Yeah,
yeah, so it's gonna be streaming on all platforms, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a thing. So we're gonna shake it out, King, like that. So, the fact that I'm in that place, just in a couple of weeks, man, because the last time we spoke might have been like that couldn't have been more than about 3 weeks, man, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Feel like it couldn't have been more than
yeah,
about 3 weeks, right?
yeah, yes.
I
Time
think the
flies by.
single was I think the single was just about to come out type of thing on direct download.
Yes,
And yo, it wasn't, all that what's been happening hadn't
yeah,
happened. So the vibes is different for me, King.
yeah,
Cause right now, I'm dealing with, the success of, you know, um dropping a single, watching how many people went to the website to cop it, which is crazy. You heard? Which is
mm,
crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And I say that
I'm
humbly
observant,
because,
bro.
yo, fam, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't here to tell y'all no stories. I didn't expect it to be as dope as it's being right now. Like I'm really like, yo,
yeah.
you understand? I'm super honored, man.
That's
Cats
what's
really
up.
stepping
That's
out,
what's
man.
up, brother.
They really
That's what's
see the
up.
Yeah,
light in
that
the
is
joint,
what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, most
and then
deaf.
also to just know that the people that bang with me,
Mm,
rock with me hard enough that they like, yo, I'm coming through. I'm gonna get your joints. And like, yo, you putting it out. We ready. Let's get it. So
yeah,
that's what's up. But then, of course, in the course of these weeks, yo, again, the support has been phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? It's
mm,
been outstanding. And then now, the DJs are picking it up. So we went from, the main opposition because you're using other people's social media platforms to promote your thing, you know what I'm saying, and do your thing. And then what happens is when they decide to get cute, you short. Like it's like, oh snap, yo, like we gotta, shift gears and figure stuff out.
mm,
I don't want to be in that situation anymore because I've had that happen to me more than once. So you know what I'm saying? I know the
yeah,
vibes
Right.
on that. And so first thing we wanted to do was start to build our own database by having people purchase the joint directly. So,
mm,
that's great because now we developing a really solid email list of, real supporters, a real base that every time we drop a new single, a new project, new product on whatever level, yo, we know who we could reach them first. So that was strategy part one. And then
yeah,
strategy part two was, yo, let's work this record to get it on radio. You
yeah,
understand? Before we even go to streaming, let's get it on the radio. Why is that? Because if in so doing, right, we trying to have a radio worthy single.
yeah,
So we're not just trying to drop, and no disrespect, because I'm not even saying it that way, but we're not trying to just drop a underground banger that all right, it's hot on the underground. Couple of people's hearing it. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. That's not what. That's not the goal. The goal right now is to drop something that can possibly really win in the market. You understand?
Yeah.
And then create a success model that other artists and myself can continue to follow to be able to build successes. You know, right now it's interesting because the discussion is becoming, you know, they're talking about how hip hop sales is down 40%.
Yeah,
Heard about that?
but I believe it because I think all of us kind of feel it. Just this podcast of like MCs, like ourselves of just knowing
I mean,
nobody's
you know,
buying hip
and
hop.
that's what they
Nobody's buying
saying
hip
now. And that it's
hop.
a debatable point of view
The-
because the facts are that what is, you know, people are streaming now more than buying. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You know, so technology, the advancement of how things are going, and the way that the society is being impacted by technology is going to make it so that cats is just going to be on a different type of time. So the old metrics that you used to measure how good somebody was doing are different now than they were 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? 20 years ago or 30 years ago in my time. So, you know, or in my old time, you know what I mean? But, you know, all of that to say that there's a lot of discussion now about the fact that the sales have decreased. There's an also discussion about how, you know, unfortunately for the younger MCs, they're having a hard time retaining fans at concerts. You know, it isn't the ticket sales ain't what they should be. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it should be. They're not, it ain't hitting like it was hitting.
yeah,
And because I think that really for a lot of the younger artists that they're pushing, the record labels, it's not a slight to young MCs because I think there's so many dope young MCs out there that, you know, I'm not here to just say nothing against that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that what the corporations have been pushing have been a branded hip hop that's really a novelty act. So when you look at somebody like I'm not shy to say like a Sexy Red,
yeah, yeah,
you know
and
what I'm
actually,
saying?
you're safe on here with what I was gonna say is just because what he's saying that he's using for example, because like
Yeah, yeah,
you
nah,
know
and
how
I mean,
people
nah,
see,
but you know,
yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
you know, I ain't
yep,
no hate of time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm gonna keep
yeah,
it at that.
exactly,
You know
and
what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm
But if
saying.
I
Like
feel
you say,
strongly about it, it is what it is. You know what I'm
oh,
saying? And
okay, yep,
like
absolutely,
Sexy Red is for example to me a novelty act. You know what I'm saying?
oh,
Like
yeah,
I don't really hear any talent in what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really
mm,
hearing any like I'm not hearing the fundamental skill sets of an MC from
yeah,
her. I'm not even hearing dope cadences like
yeah,
so it's like, yo, how does this winning at all? It's because it's a novelty act. It's just something that was wild, outrageous, and people was getting a kick out of it because it's kind of funny and just it's just so outrageous.
yeah,
But the whole thing is like, yo, you really trying to go to a concert to see Shorty?
yeah,
No.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like you
yeah,
gonna drop 40, 50,
yeah,
100,
yeah,
$200
yeah,
to go see Shorty sing that song? It's like, nah, son, I'm all right on that, man. I
yeah,
could just watch that shit on
yeah.
TV.
Because I
I'm not
kind of
trying to
hold that
go.
sorry, but yeah, people could get offended on it, but kind of like the Ice JJ Fish, that was a novelty act.
JJ,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, Ice JJ Fish,
sorry,
wow.
but I see it the same. It's like, okay,
But
are you gonna pay
those are
money?
things that got millions of views.
Yeah,
So if all you do is look at that as your metric of success, right? Then there's
yeah,
a lot of whack shit that people's gonna be like, yo, that shit is tough. And it's like, no, it's not really.
yeah,
It's not. It's just that it's got a lot of views because it's a novelty. It's outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you get a video of somebody taking the crap, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of a
oh, yeah.
supermarket,
And
that
he's
might get
rapping though, and
millions
he's
of
rapping
views.
too, and
No,
he's the he's the
I'm just saying, like,
yeah,
let somebody just move. Like, you would get a video of somebody that got caught taking a poop in the
mm,
middle of the supermarket.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I've seen videos like this, just randomly on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That video might get 1 million views because it's so off the wall, it's so unbelievable. But I mean, how many people is really trying to watch that as a sitcom or watch that in the like I'm gonna go to the movie and see,
Mhm.
the dude that shits in the supermarket. Like, yo, like I'm not trying to see that movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, and if the dude was rapping when he was
Yeah,
doing,
see, that's
I'm
what I
not
mean.
trying to
Are you
see
gonna
that
go to see
content.
him in concert? Yeah, are you gonna see him in
I'm not
concert?
trying to see it.
Like,
I'm not
oh,
gonna
the
try to
guy
see
who,
how he
hell
do it.
no.
yeah, the guy
I'm
who
not,
was crapping, that guy, crapping
that's
and
some
rapping.
trash.
Yeah, crapping and rapping.
And so after a while, it runs its course.
Yeah.
And I think that what we're seeing is a lot of that stuff that's been pushed by the record industry. And and you gotta understand, what a lot of people get confused about is they be thinking these people know what they're doing. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you be thinking like these, all right, for example, these record labels, they grab anything that look like the numbers sound like they popular. So they grab something with whatever numbers that they looking at that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Ignoring the fact that people buying numbers, ignoring the fact that it be a novelty. They don't care. They just gonna get it, right? But then after that, you get like certain DJs, like the whack ones, and you'll get certain magazines, the whack ones. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? That will co-sign this shit. You'll get certain podcasters, the whack ones, that will co-sign this shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
What up, though,
And
Christopher Jordan? What up,
you
though,
know,
Real Mark Payne?
if you ain't got eyes to see or ears to hear or a mind for knowing, you would think that these cats is like that you would trust their word when they telling you that so and so hot on the streets. But sure, these cats done sold us all this, and now we find out that hip hop's selling at a 40% deficit. That's crazy.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
telling us
Wow.
all this, and now
Wow.
we finding out that hip hop ain't even making on the top 100 charts.
Facts.
Oh,
You know what I'm
damn.
saying? Like, that's crazy.
Mhm.
That's really crazy. So, now the conversation is veering towards, yo, the older MCs got to start making songs again. The older MCs got to start spitting again. Y'all got to start coming out there. No matter if you're not getting bread for it. No matter if you're not this and that. Just like, yo, begging cats almost to
Yeah.
get back in touch to Mike because they want that authentic boom bap, that authentic bop again to recalibrate what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I
I mean,
mean?
can I also add is like look for those old cats because some of those people are still rapping is the thing too.
Yeah,
Like
case in point, your brother's right here. Look at this. This is one of them old time cats or whatever as they want to
they're
put
still
it.
rapping and they're better than
Still
ever.
spitting,
It's still yeah.
still fire, like
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
dope. Still can make a record that's competitive in the market.
Mhm.
And a lot of people that was on this, yo, hip hop is a young man's sport. Yo, that's such a stupid thing, fam, because yo, the core audience for this, right, are people in their 30s and up.
Exactly.
These are the people that are diehard fans, yo. These are people that literally were born, like either born into it or part of its inception or part of its growth and creation. You don't like it's like your same old two step. Your same old two step is the dance that you used to do was the
For real.
last dance you know. You ever know it's like the last dance you could catch is the dance you will always go to at the party. That's
Real talk, damn.
what I'm talking about.
Real talk.
That's the same thing with music. So Cash is trying
Mm.
to go back to the thing they know
Yeah.
because they can count on that. And this is a great opportunity, not to crap on young people. I'm gonna say it again, but for all those dope young people out here that they had to compromise their talent because they had to make these silly no-brain songs because that was the only way they was gonna get a bag. A lot of these rappers get busy for real, but they had to just compromise themselves because everybody's telling them it's a kid's sport, not really understanding demographics and not understanding market, how to develop a market. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So now, if there's a movement towards the older heads coming back and spitting that fire, and that becomes a wave, then what happens is that the young heads that really give it up and get busy, they got a space and place to do their thing and really rhyme and get the same bag and maintain their lyrical and artistic integrity. I'm not knocking for them for doing what they got to do to get this money because if I could have done it when I was a young person and that would have got me that bread, I ain't going front like I wouldn't have done it too. You heard? Like, let's just keep it a deck, man. If you somebody dangling hundreds of thousands of dollars in front of you, if you sing, then there's a get a bad jack, I could get money, bitches. I could go back. I could, if
And
that
then
shit can give me
times
$1
10,
million, I'm
you
gonna
gotta say
do
it
it,
10
yo.
times though. 10 times after yeah. Say it 10
You know
times.
what I'm saying? And if that's gonna get my mother into a beautiful home and my wife into a beautiful home and my kids into a beautiful schools or set them up to do whatever they want to do in life. Hell, shit, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't knock these young people for that, man. But I think that another thing that's exciting about the prospect that the climate is shifting is that the old heads could show younger kids how it's supposed to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is how it should be done. You know what I mean? Like, yo, look at how old heads is doing. And I'm not just talking about talent wise now. And this is another important thing. When you get older, man, like I'm a different man than I was at 19, 20, 21, and 23 maybe was the
Real
run that I
talk.
was out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different man. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
I have patience and temperance, you know what I'm saying, tact and diplomacy. You understand? I'm responsible. You know what I mean? I'm disciplined. These are things that some of these things in certain capacities are only available after going through some degree of life and some failures and some ups and some downs and seeing fire and seeing rain. You heard? And when you go through those things, you in a different mind. So now when young people see how, like, if you've been tracking these 50 anniversary hip hop events, right?
Yeah.
If you watch and if you like keeping the ear out on them, right, you will know or you will have heard maybe that for the most part, all of these events have went off without a hitch. No violence, no beef, no
Very true.
problems. The show start on time. The show end on time.
Mhm.
Everything, the cats come on there professionally, hit they set, get the fuck on, you heard?
Yeah.
Because they tired.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
cats is past their bedtime, so they ready to get some rest. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And so that's a different vibe, and so that's a good thing for young people to see, like, yo, look how Uncle's doing, man. He coming in there handling his business thing. He won himself, man. He do his what's up, he do his politicking. He in the win. He ain't in there long enough to get in no beef with nobody. He ain't in there long enough to have no problems with nobody. He not in there long enough. He ain't making no mess of the hotel room. He not messing up his bag. He going to work. Home team is Unc came to work. You heard? And then
Yeah.
clocked out when work was over. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's a good thing for the young MCs to see.
Hell yeah.
To
Yeah.
get access to that maturity, that level of maturity and responsibility and discipline. That can only be a good thing. So, even though it may be disappointing for my younger people to hear that there's a shift going on because they're gonna feel like they're not gonna be able to access stuff, which is not what the case is gonna be. Because the record labels ain't gonna sign older artists because they can't jerk older artists. So they're not gonna sign older artists. So
Yeah.
they're gonna worry about us
Say
messing up
that for the
that
people one
background.
more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
young heads, do not be concerned or worried
Mm.
that older artists start coming back and
Yeah.
making waves and doing anything. Be excited for it. Don't
Yeah.
worry about them messing up your
Yeah.
money. You know what I'm saying? Even though you
Yeah.
shouldn't worry about that anyway, because
Like,
what's for you is for you.
trust me. They can offer they can offer you and me like to go in a dress or whatever, like for our image to be in
Well,
a
yeah,
dress.
nah, that
I'm
can
not
never
taking that deal.
happen.
You can
Yeah,
have
that
that
can
deal.
never
They can have
happen.
that deal. They can have that
That can
deal.
never happen
Yeah.
because
No. Yeah.
like I listen. I'm 52 years old, King. It's
Damn.
not a scenario like I'm not
52. Yeah.
I listen, I don't live this life this long without that kind of a bag.
Yeah.
You heard? I'm not there's certain stuff it's like, yo, son, you ain't son, I don't need that like that, my man. My life is solid, yo.
Yep.
If I don't never rap another day in my life, it'll break my heart because I love doing it. But son, my life's solid. Like I own my house. You know what I'm saying? I own my cars. I own, I got land. I got more than one property, and I ain't get none of that from hip hop. You heard? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So, I have a business that I do,
Real
you
talk.
know what I'm saying? That, I own an inflatables company. It's, you know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't need none of this shit, yo.
Yeah.
So I'm not in no position to compromise myself, for some like, you're not going to, I'm not bending over for nothing. Like that's not happening.
No.
And for that reason and many others, these record labels ain't trying to sign no older heads. It's not, if it happens, it'll be a bug out. I would trip because, they would know they have to come with an amazing deal because older head is like, yo, son, like, like, come on, son, like, well, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
why am I gonna do that for? How much money y'all gonna give me that y'all gonna, how much? Nah, son, nah,
Yeah.
y'all too late to do that. You could have caught me when I was 19, 20, 21. You could have caught me.
Yeah.
52, son?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm straight,
Yeah.
son.
So
You catching me?
yeah. So really, in that answer, like I always bring that up too between new school and old school. Yeah, it's like trust me. It's like like we really all in this together.
It's facts, yo.
You know.
I mean, we really are all in this together, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hip hop. My man Mark Payne was building on that the other day. Mark Payne, for those that don't know, is the producer of this new single called Don't Truck No More. Yo, this is a multi-platinum selling producer.
Yeah.
He started his career with Biv 10. You know what I'm saying? Michael Bivins, old movement that he was
I know about that.
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Michael
And
Bivins, yeah.
your world class producer worked with, BBD and
Yeah.
Positive K and just a litany of artists.
Oh man, Positive K.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he was
There ain't
building
no
with
crime in the way I'm getting mine. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he was
Real Mark Payne.
talking about the fact that like we all in this together. This is hip hop. Like if like we can't celebrate the fact that younger people are coming up short as the industry is claiming it to be, which I honestly don't think that that's really what's happening. I don't really think that young artists aren't making moves or not making sales. I think, like I said, it's a different business model that industry can't compensate for.
Yeah.
It's hard to develop a metric around what's going on. But I at the same token, when I think that it's not something to celebrate, even if it were the case, because if young people fail, it's a failure for all of us. We all gonna suffer because of that. You understand? If they fail, we have to be rooting for each other, man. Like really, like on the really real, we have to it be of a mind like, yo, son, how do I make things better for people, and how do I, work for the collective? Because we're hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And this is bigger than, it's bigger than any one person or any particular age groups, and it's I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna stop yawning in that camera right now. But every time you yawn, it's all I can do. I'm in here struggling not to yawn back, yo.
Brother King.
I swear,
No,
you can't, somebody yawns in front of you, yo. I don't care if it's
It's
online.
contagious. They say it's proof is contagious, man.
If I show you a picture of somebody yawning, you gonna want to yawn. You gonna be like,
Yeah, no, it's
I don't know what it is with that, yo. And right now my son would be cracking up because we got that's a whole inside joke with us about people yawning and you can't control yourself. But right now I'm doing a magnificent job of not yawning every time you yawn, yo. Because y'all know I'm tired as a motherfucker.
Yeah, no, you were saying about that.
Appreciate you,
exhausted, yo. Matter of fact, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Here's my subject I want to talk about.
Yeah.
All right, so boom. I'm flying out to Las Vegas tomorrow. I'm gonna meet with my bro Mark Payne. Once again, the producer, Don't Talk No More. And yo, we got mad bangers
Shout
on
out
deck.
Mark Payne.
Shout out to 50 Producers. You know what I'm saying? The group he's the administrator of, and 50 Producer Magazine. He's the editor in chief of that. We're gonna hang out with Mark. It's gonna be the first time I'm meeting him face to face.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, right.
No, that's dope,
what I'm saying?
man. Yeah.
That's one of the things that I love about the internet is that if you about it, right, and you really you try and make moves, you could really connect with some great people in the world that you may have never met otherwise, and build stuff with them, man. Like I think that's important. Like what I'm saying, I think that's a big look. You know what I'm saying? So
we gotta have you on,
but yeah,
Mark
we're gonna
Payne.
connect. So, we flying out 6:00 in the morning, the airport 2 hours away. So, we pretty much gonna be up all night just trying to make sure we there on time. Cause you want to be there an hour or two beforehand.
Absolutely.
Just in case there's any problems, ain't no problems. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be a game of dice.
Craziness in the world right now. Yeah.
It's gonna be a game of dice, man. So that's the vibes, right? So all day today, I went to the gym, put in that gym work for a little bit. Straight from the gym,
That's what's
You know,
up.
we beeline to the mall, you know what I mean, to try to put together a couple of outfits because while we in Vegas, we're gonna shoot the video to the new single, Don't Talk No More. You know what I'm saying?
There you have it, y'all.
Like,
So
yeah, so we're gonna
Gonna
kill
hear it
two birds
here.
with one stone.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we're gonna go out to Vegas. We're gonna shoot, footage of the video when we chilling with Mark, and then from Vegas, because our actual destination is Oakland, California,
Oh,
because we're going to perform at the Conscious Daughters 30th anniversary. You know what I'm saying? That for the people in Oakland, California. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be rocking with I think Mac Mall, Keith Murray. You know what I'm
Mac Mall.
saying?
Oh man, Mac Mall.
Sugar T. You know what I'm saying? A few others is gonna be on deck.
My
It's
name
gonna
is
be a
Mac
thing. You know
Mall,
what I'm saying?
man.
Pardon me, 'cause I can't remember everybody's name off my head. But so I'm like, yo. So now here it is. Here's the discussion. Here's the discussion.
Bet.
So boom. Now let me stand back for a minute. I'm saying, how shit go. I mean, I'm a fit dude. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is, I ain't no old time looking nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see in my face, I'm not an old folk looking dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know that like to me, I don't know what 52 supposed to look like, but in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is not how I imagine me looking at 52. I thought I would look much older. You heard? So I'm really happy because I ain't have my, I ain't do too much hard living. I ain't keep it deck. You know what I'm saying? I'm keep it funky. But how? Well, I'm in the mall for hours, y'all. Hours. I got home. I got in the mall. It was like 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock, y'all. I got home 6:30. You understand? I was in there for hours. And I was in there for hours. Why? How does a 52-year-old MC dress?
Right.
Man. This right here need to be a clip right here. Say that again.
I'm throwing you that shot too. Like I really want y'all to think about this. Like, how does a 52-year-old MC, like if we're in a world where we're saying that, we can't deny that I'm one of the artists that are gonna break that mold of because see, it's my generation's job. Our job was to make hip hop world pop, popular, international pop is what we did, right? We made it a mainstream music. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing away from the founders, the Kool Hercs, the DJ Hollywoods, African Man, Bada Zulu Nation, Grandmaster Fast Furious 5, Funky 4 plus one more, you know what I'm saying? The Treacherous 3, all of them cats, like I'm taking nothing away from them. You know what I mean? I mean to say that they founded this, right?
Yeah.
But those in stages are like, they the founders, they bring it but so far because they knew they the first through the door, stuff was not established. They don't play on radio at the time that they doing it. Like they're doing all the stuff that's like kind of set in the stage, and then here comes the next generation, like that mid to late 80s, generation of hip hop that's like making it nationally huge. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to touch international. You know what I mean? And that era is sparking. Like they're changing the type of rhymes that we do, making them more complex, more dope, more illa. Like more intricate cadences and stuff. But
Kind of like how jazz evolved.
Yeah, and then you get to that 90s era, you know what I mean, which is where now you start seeing cats making them record sales, and doing like, big tours and all of this type of stuff. So my generation, which is that 91 era, which between 91 and 89 is the two best album years of all time. 89 and 91. Them 2 years, if you pull up both of those on Google and you start looking at the albums that size, like, whoo. And I was having this debate with somebody, and we determined that it might be 89. Even though I came out in 91 and there was some amazing albums, 89, if you know about hip hop,
89,
like,
my number. Another summer. Sound of the funky drummer. Can you
oh
get
my God, yo. Because you got Jane coming out, Bismarck coming out. Yo, there's
Bismarck,
nothing
man.
I mean,
huge
89 was a
You say
dope year was a dope year in hip hop for the simple fact. Not only did you have your Tribe Called Quest, you had BDP, you had the X
Stop
Clans
the
out.
violence.
Of course, you had the
There's just a
emergence.
lot of dope
You
music
had
that really
the
set the
emergence of
tone.
the you had the emergence of NWA. You had the emergence of the Ghetto Boys. You had the emergence of Two Line Crew. All that took place in
Variety just missing.
'89. All that,
Variety
Oh,
but it
that's
missing.
a
was all
huge.
hip hop.
It was just, and it was like, yo, that was where you really got to see how hip hop has so many flavors. But then in '91, you know, you got the Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? No, you know what I mean? You got freaking, you know, UMC's, Pete Rock and CL Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got, yo, son, there's so many dope albums
Digital
that came out
Underground.
in
Digital
'91.
Underground, like
Project
this. Yeah.
Teachers.
But
Digital
what I'm
Underground.
saying is, but let's get back to the real issue here.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is,
Yes, my brother.
my generation is not done with its work, because the next work that we have to do is establish that an artist, a hip hop artist, can be 52 years old, 60 years old, or 49, 50, 45 years old, 35 years, and put out an album and be like, yo, I'm a working musician. I still do this work and I still do my thing and I have a successful career doing that. That's the next challenge that we have to take on.
Thank you.
And so again, I pose this question to you, gentlemen. How should a 52-year-old MC dress?
Like he feel.
Nah,
skinny jeans.
Yep. Like I was gonna say if you've been ever considering like doing some skits a little bit too, you know, like on the sidelines, because like I could just see that as being a brilliant skit of looking at
You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but I'm gonna get into that. I think I'm gonna do one, because I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, bro, I'm in there and I'm thinking to myself, because this has been my bill with my wife and my daughter, you know, about how I want to present myself, because I'm about to shoot this video.
Yeah.
You heard? And I would like to, I don't want to be, yo, I'm still wearing Tim's and you know what I'm saying, jeans off my ass, you know, hoodies or white. Like I'm still in 89, 91 type of shit. I don't want to be on that time, because that shit is crazy to me. Like, you know, I mean, I like, don't get it twisted. In my chilling time, son.
Yeah. Like you relaxing, you chillaxing.
I mean, you know, they always on deck, King. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, they always on deck. You understand? The vibes is always on deck. You see how I'm rolling, King. You see I got my this how I'm
Staten Island, baby.
you see how I'm giving it up. This is how I'm when I'm just chilling. But yo, we gotta evolve the look to reflect the maturity as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I don't want to just be trying to look. Like, to me, I think that would be unbecoming for me to be trying to dress like I'm a shorty still.
Yeah,
I'm a grown ass man,
also
yo.
not adopting, you know, like from the younger kids, like that's why I could see in the skit too, is a little bit be like putting on some skinny jeans from it, and you're like, whoa, I can't even talk the same.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's too tight on my nuts. You know, like,
This is difficult for me right now.
So you know what I'm saying?
I'm having a difficult time saying my lyrics right now, yo.
Yeah, I can't even say
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yo, that's real though. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, at the same, because, you know, like, for example, like this, like at my age, I don't want to portray some shit about I'm on the block, like I'm still on the block moving a package.
Yeah.
Like, son, you know what kind of loose you gotta be to still be on the block and you rhyming about moving a package. Yo, son, like you've lost, kid. Like, yo, you really lost your life. You gotta, you really gotta just hand in your controller, cause you just give me the sticks, King. You lost you lost the game, King. The game's over.
Because what sounds older is like, I'm still on the block doing this, or is it like, you know, I used to do this, and you know, like,
I mean, and even in that, it's like,
gotta go in the middle.
And even if you're talking about you used to do it, that's still crazy, because it's like home team. I mean, you stuck in a time warp. That mean that was your peak. You peaked at that point. Like, so you ain't did nothing dope yet. Like you ain't jump out no plane, you ain't rode no horse, you ain't climbed no mountain, you ain't ski no skis, you ain't did nothing, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't did nothing spectacular, you ain't open no business, you ain't buy no house. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got no other story to tell, King. That we like ain't hip hop supposed to be the like reality? Like you supposed to tell people what's going on and where you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking about how you ducked the COVID-19 shot or you know, like or what you like what you ain't telling us like what's going on, King? Like what's happening right now in your life? What's you know what's life for you now?
You know
You ain't
what?
got no
That's
stories
what
about that.
you know.
And
What
you know why they don't? You know why they don't?
Blatonio Todd be saying about my music. What he like about what I be doing.
That's what I'm saying, King. You know what they? You know what? You know why cats can't do that though?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Because they was never being real with it to begin with, show. They was faking jacks all that time.
Yeah.
You understand? And cats was just, you know, and what it is, you know, a lot of cats wanna like, you know, I'm gonna keep it a deck, man. This may be an unpopular opinion. But a lot of hip hoppers and a lot of hip hop fans is suckers, yo. Like it's y'all they be suckers, man. Like they not no real men, you know what I'm saying, and real women. And why I say that because cats be wanting to live like fake thug life through rappers and shit, and you know, you want to try to act all hard. You know, you soft in real life. You just trying to live through that shit. You living vicariously through this rapper playing Make Pretend. And cats is playing Make Pretend, son. So, you know, everybody buy into this Make Pretend. And then you grow to a certain age, and you just sound mad shallow, King, because you don't really got nothing of substance to build on. Because everything you talking about is just make pretend, King. Like, nigga, motherfuckers is really playing make pretend, son. Like, yo, you know why I had to start? Yo, I stopped watching TV, right? Because I one day I was, you know, so it's back when I smoked too, like heavy. I used to smoke heavy, right?
All right, yeah.
And so, you know, I watched one day, I'm blowing one down, you know what I'm saying? And pause. That's crazy. That was crazy. Let me rephrase that. You know, I was burning some trees
you
right
good,
there.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
You good.
That was crazy. No, that was crazy. Right? I got caught on myself. But yeah, you know, so I'm smoking or whatever, right? And I'm watching TV. I'm watching it, show. I don't know if anybody else had this experience, but you know how when you smoke, right? Like you could just like look at the wall. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you start seeing dope. Like you're not hallucinating. You could just see, like, yo, that's just a dope drawing. Like, yo, there's like a, like, yo, you see that's like a face, but if you just like if you could put like some tracing paper up against the wall, you could draw a hellified picture from what you just like looking at the ceiling and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
so
yeah, things that
you
you
know,
ain't
or you
gonna
can
see
look at
again.
like you see how the background is where you got the blanket behind you, King. You know what I'm saying? Like that blanket there, right there. Like if I was to look at it while I was burning, I would be like, yo, I can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see all kind of shit in it. You know what I
There's
mean?
a dolphin swimming through that shit.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But not hallucinations.
No.
Like you just see, cause you could
You
just
just
see
seen
like,
it. You just
like you
seen
know
it.
how
Yeah,
you can hear
yeah.
music better when you smoke. It's like, yo, you hear music differently. Like it's like, yo, it's like your mind just slows shit down enough that you could really like just tap in. You know what I mean? You start hearing the lyrics better.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, I know what you
I'm
mean.
never,
Yeah,
you know,
like there's difference between that. Yeah, like
yeah.
just
So
seeing, like you just see an image or something to be like, whoa.
yeah,
You know,
you like, oh
you
shit,
know,
like
yeah,
damn, I
you
ain't
know
really
it's
never
not a
noticed
dolphin
that
coming
shit.
through. You're not
Or you,
hallucinating, but yeah,
you're just like, yo, I ain't never really noticed that. Like, look how that shit look over there. That's crazy, right? And one day I'm smoking and I'm watching TV and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo. I just look at this. I'm like, yo, I said, yo, look over my wife. I said, yo. No, a matter of fact, I'm looking at my wife. It don't be in my presence when I used to smoke. But I'm talking to one of my sons, and I'm like, yo, these motherfuckers is playing make pretend, yo. I said, yo, these dudes are playing make pretend right now, yo. I'm like really watching a bunch of motherfuckers on television just playing make pretend. They're making pretend.
Yeah. It just
That there are these characters. Like, yo, when you start realizing that these dudes are just really making
yes.
pretend, son. Like, it's just all imaginary shit that's going on. It just all of a sudden I couldn't watch TV no more. I was like, yo, I can't watch this shit no more. It's just lame to me. And
Because then
that's
it
hip
makes you
hop
see
a
what
lot of times.
It makes you
That's
see
what a
the
lot of
bigger
rap
picture.
music is. It's just make pretend. Like Cass is just talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just talking crazy. But what's really ill is that now you got people that believe it so much that they try to make this shit real.
Yeah.
And now they killing themselves on the street, killing each other at a level that's crazy because they trying to prove that this make pretend is real.
Yeah.
So again, that's why I say, like, you know, it might be an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of people ain't gonna be happy to hear me say that because a lot of cats got on that sucker shit. So you don't want me to expose you to it or have to pull your coattail to it that you on that sucker shit. But the truth is, Cass is on that make pretend shit. So, you know, y'all, maybe that's one of the reasons why Cass can't keep it real and talk about where they at in life in their older years is because you're gonna talk real shit. And that real shit ain't gonna appeal to you because most cats is still living that fucking make pretend. Be living with a woman, still making pretend that they live in thug life and shit. Like, how crazy is that shit? Like, you know how yo, son, do you understand how lame you gotta be to do that kind of shit? Like, that's some real loser shit, son. Like, if that's the extent of your whole thing, like, yo, like that's crazy, son. Like, yo, even to be like a fan as opposed to like you in a tribe or you're a supporter or a patron of an artist, like you're supposed to be at that point with artists where it's like, yo, son, yo, you know, I bang with Kool Kim, that's my man's. You know, I'm a patron of his. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I engage his artwork, not just from the, you know, like I'm a fan and I'm just, nah, son, yo, he knows my name, son.
Yeah.
Like I could speak to this man.
Engaging. Yeah, like
You know what I'm
engaging.
saying? Like I could be on his live. I'm gonna speak to him. My man King Megatron. Like I'm naming cats. I've never met King Megatron in my life. You heard? I couldn't even tell you what he looked like. You heard?
Bet.
That's my man's though. He was on my live, shouting them out on his birthday, just bigging them up, throwing the ones in the air and the fire emojis in the air. Cause that's my man's. That's my man's on some like, yo, this is he's part of my tribe of people that bang with me. You know what I'm saying? Mark Payne was somebody that was from my comment section on one of my lives and came through and jumped on my Instagram live with me. Me and him chopped it up on a totally different matter. You're totally different matter. But from there, next thing you know, now we got what's being called by some people one of, if not the hottest single of the year. Don't talk no more. It's catching wind.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Man, yeah.
You understand? So that's how you supposed to be a hip hop fan, King. What'd you say, King?
Who was it? Yeah.
I ain't saying that. Listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay.
listening. Yeah, I was listening to the gems right here. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you supposed to be in hip hop now. You're not supposed to be no fanboy or no stan ass motherfucker. That's not what it is. You're supposed to be an associate.
Yeah.
I'm an associate of this artist. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of this person's machine.
Right.
You understand? Yo, he'll go live and be like, yo, I want to get y'all feedback on this next single that we going to drop. If you're a fan, right? If you have the capacity to be a fan, then you should be at this point in your life, you should be somebody's associate. If you're still a fan, you're short. You're in a time warp and you're not getting it done right. If you have the capacity, like I'm a fan, like I'm like if you're something like I'm a fanatic for this music. I really love this music. I'm really engaged in it. I really love the artist. This is my hobby. It's my thing.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're on that type of time, which is nothing wrong with that. That's love.
Yeah.
But if you're that kind of a person, then you should be an associate of an artist. You should be in that artist tribe. You should be in that artist pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
like
I'm
a
engaged with
a
him.
cabinet, if you will. Yeah.
Yo, yeah, because yo, think about it, yo. You could literally just go in your favorite artist freaking DMs and say, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Like if you about it, right? If you was about it, like if Cash was really about it, like years ago, right? Years ago, they had, you know, you had a fan club or a glee club.
Yeah.
All right, this is years and years ago.
Yeah.
Glee Club was even really before my time. But if you was, fan clubs where, there would be chapters in different states and stuff where it'd be somebody's the fan club president. Like you watch the old time, like old sitcoms, you'll see like an episode with somebody talking about being the fan club president. And that episode, usually the big top artists of that time would come through and like, I'm the fan club president for, so and so.
Right.
And so a fan club president is usually a type of fan that's enterprising. If you was a part of a fan club, you was like, yo, we down with the artist. When the artist comes to town,
Yeah.
they gonna come meet us. Cause we they fan club. Like we the ones that get it popping first for him. We down with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we not the casuals that's gonna come see him and pay a grip. Like we out there, we with him, we promote his project. We, when he get new merch, he's sending it to us on the arm because he know we gonna rock it and take pictures in it and be out where, in a place to be and represent that.
Absolutely.
So nowadays, if you about your business, if you got an idea, you about something, you could get in an artist, you could directly contact an artist in their DMs, right? And be like, yo, listen, yo, King, this is what's up. Like, this is how I would suggest anybody that is interested in doing it. This is how you should do it.
Yeah.
Wherever you know the artist to be at, right? If they be on, like, let's say they go on Instagram Live, for example, right? And they be on there. If I were you, I would get on Instagram Live when he on live, right? I would be in the comment section turning up, having a good time, you know what I'm saying, getting people fired up, you know what I'm saying, while I'm in there to kind of make my name known to him. You heard? I would be making friends with everybody in the lives, and blah blah, so that the people in the live, when I would come on the live, everybody be shouting me out like, yo, what up, yo, Kool Kim, what up, son? You know what I mean? So the artist can't help but be like, why everybody shouting them out? And you realize that your son always on here.
And your presence is known. Your presence is known.
Yeah, he known. Like I know you. I know this.
Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah.
That's good. I see him popping. He get it popping in here. Once you did that, I would be like, yo, I might hit him on a DM if I had a plan. Yo, so and so, listen, I don't want to rap you. I ain't trying to wrap you up. But yo, listen, I while I've been on the lives, I've been collecting all of everybody's name. I follow all of these people. I know you ain't gonna follow all the fans. I follow all of them. You know what I'm saying? And we do fan meetups on lives where we all kick it and we be talking about whatever happened, what happened. I think this is a great promotion opportunity for you. I would love to run this if you would give me your support. Yo, you know how many artists would be like, son, what's up? Yeah, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
But see, people be on fan time.
Fan time, yes.
And not on, I'm an associate. So you're not even a lot of y'all is not engaging not only hip hop the right way, but you're not engaging the internet the right way. Motherfuckers on the internet trying to argue who's the top 5 rapper. What you wasting your time doing that for? They ain't even know such a thing. You understand what I'm saying? Because all that's relative.
Right.
You should be arguing, yo, we going, you trying to get people to buy the merch. You trying to get an affiliate link with the artist. Like, yo, so I want to know if I can get an affiliate link to sell your merch. Because, yo, I got 400 people that follow me and we're all fans of yours, but they really not tracking on the merch. I would like to be somebody that can help promote that for you. You got to, can we set something like that up? Because I'll go out there and make them sales, son. We can hustle, King. That's how you're supposed to move.
Free game.
And again, here's my success model. Because, anybody can say anything, but here's the success model. Mark Payne is somebody that was just on my live, just chopping it up because he thought I was a therapist or something. He didn't even realize who I was at first. You dig? So he was just kicking it with me because he thought I just was a brother that had some build that,
I'm gonna shout him out right now anyway, Mark Payne, shout out, salute. So
shout out Mark Payne, that's my guy.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And um, he goes from that, and he wasn't no fanboy or nothing like that. He didn't even know who I was. He just was coming through on his own strength.
Mhm.
Dig what I'm saying? But he was like, yo, after we had caught a build on my live, he took enough interest in me to go like, let me go check our son's page and see what he about. He was just going to see what all other else I was talking about.
Mhm.
And when he got to the page, he's like, oh, that's son. That's Kool Kim from the UMC'S. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? And then he started hearing what I was doing, my 1 minute takedowns and hearing this fire. And he was like, yo, son, nice. Yo, let me toss a beat at him. I believe in this dude. This dude could do something. Let me see what's up. And now here it is, like I said, not 10 months later. Yo, we got a single that's in the air, and it's playing on the radio, son. That's charting on the different hip hop DJ
That's what's up.
playlists, yo. Like, yo, how crazy is that, yo? How crazy is that? So when I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Yo, there's another person that be on my Instagram lives. Her name is, she go by Nolly D, or sometimes she go by Strange Mind Dark Heart.
All right.
And
Nolly D,
she's always on my joints. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to her.
Yep.
And Nolly, she does exactly what I'm talking about. Being, her favorite DJs, stuff. She'll be on there, kicking it with them. You know, if she's hip to something, she'll put them onto it, X, Y, and Z, right?
Yeah.
Now she got to the point that, yo, she is servicing my record to the DJs. Because she has evolved in that action to the extent that she can actually do that, and she's doing it effectively.
That's what's
We're
up.
getting added to different radio stations because of her.
That's what's up.
Okay? She's getting us on XM radio because she's been on satellite radio. She's been politicking like that. So she went from some fan shit, right, to support her, to now she's got a place and space in this business that people wish that they could claim to have. You know what I mean? And that's what, like, so what I'm talking about is not like this hypothetical thing that I'm saying to y'all that's like, yo, you know what you should do, but ain't no real proof. No, I have I'm telling you success models of people that I personally know that are doing it and are doing it for me and what's coming of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope.
That's what's that's what's up right there. That was a gem you dropped right there too. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Now you got to think about it outside of the box, King, because if you don't think outside of the box with this, son, it's like, come on, man, you're gonna be like the person, like man, once upon a time, a newspaper was the primary way that people was getting their information about the news, son. You know what I'm saying? And when the internet popped up, the newspapers was laughing at the internet as a media source. I remember that shit. You understand? And then slowly but surely, they started seeing this decrease in the sales of those physical newspapers and those physical magazines. The subscriptions started easing up because everything that people wanted to see was right at the click of a thumb. You understand what I'm saying? Pop up on your phone, pop up on your laptop, pop up on your computer. So everybody that was having them kind of things, man, it wasn't tapping in. There goes another yawn. I'm telling you, yo. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get you some no-dos, King. I'm gonna get you some no-dos. Yo, every time he yawns, I'm like, yo. Every time he yawns in my mind, I'm like, yo, fight it. Do not yawn. Do not let him make you yawn right now, yo. But yo, just to keep it brief, man, you know what I'm saying?
I'm even I was gonna pretend to do it, but I ain't gonna.
Nah, if you do it, because your screen is extra big on my computer right now. Because if you do it, it's over for me, y'all.
Be like,
I might just smooth fall asleep.
Yeah.
But
all right.
I'll be like, yo, you join. I'm just be like,
yeah.
But that's the thing, man. Like, I think that's the new hip hop. Like, what y'all are doing to me is the new hip hop. Because y'all could just be fans of the music. Y'all could just be artists that do what you do and just that's it, right?
True.
Or you can be like, yo, we gonna make the Hood Smokers podcast. And instead of just fanning on cats, we gonna develop this outlet that we can interview our favorite artists and all the artists that and everybody else for that matter,
Mm.
and create a platform, you know what I mean, to provide, an opportunity for them to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's not no small. It is.
Uh-oh.
Damn,
I broke,
got
I
him.
broke, I broke, yo. I
It's
broke.
Brother King X's fault. No,
Yeah,
it's Brother King
come on,
X's
yo.
fault. Yeah.
I couldn't resist for so long, King. Come on, man.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, so, but that's what I'm saying, man. I think that there's a different way to look at hip hop from the supporter level, the associate level, the tribe level. Like, being down with an artist, just past just like buying a record and you just like a sucker that just buy a product, but you ain't down with them. They don't give a shit about you. They don't know you. They ain't trying to know you. They ain't doing nothing to outreach to you. Like, that's corny to me. You know what I'm saying? So, if you bang with me, know that, I'm gonna have expectations to see you grow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even if that's not your thing, it's like, yo, son, I ain't my thing, man. I just want to enjoy the music and just, and just catch the vibes. Still, I don't want nobody catching no vibes and you like a peon. You know what I'm saying? Like, then when you meet me, you say some cock and bullshit to me like, yo, son, I ain't on your dick or nothing. Well, yo, I really like that. Yo, son, why would you say that? Why would you say you're not on my dick or nothing?
Yeah, just like the
Why
phrase,
would that be
no,
the
no,
thing? That's
that
the
no
first thing
homo
you
shit
gonna
that
say
people
to me.
started up with, no homo.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
how
yeah.
you gonna
Oh,
greet
no
me.
homo, but
Yo, no homo, son, but
no
what you
homo.
mean, son? We men. Yo, I'm looking right at a man right now. Why would you even say that
Yeah,
to me?
yeah, come on, yeah.
But because you feel like you in a lesser position than me because you a fan of my music. Meanwhile, for me, I'm like, yo, son, you my dream come true, boy. I dreamt of somebody loving my music. I dreamt of somebody giving a shit and approaching me and telling me my shit is dope. How you going? How you sound? You ain't. This ain't no on my dick shit. This is yo, what up, King? I appreciate you, shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a vibe, shit. You know what I mean? All right, so check it out.
Yeah.
Time is now 9:22. All right, we done rock for
Yep,
an hour
yep,
so far.
yep,
All right.
yeah. And we hope you've had a good time with us too.
I've had a great time with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I really and truly had to get prepared in a second. I gotta finish packing. I gotta make sure all my show stuff is together because I got a boogie woogie in a few hours, and I gotta try to find me a little time to take a little nappy nap. But be that as it may, why don't we do this? Let's do a quick round of questions, and it don't gotta be about anything that you may have that I may be able to answer. You don't have to ask a question necessarily about me, because y'all may not know anything about me. Because even though we talk, I don't really be talking about myself that much. I be talking about things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on that. Like, I'd rather just talk about things. I ain't on that. Yo, so then in 1989, yo, me and so was the first one. Like, nah, son, let's just talk about the shit that's going on and we vibing on and what we, how we see shit. So
That's kind of
we'll
been
do
our
a quick
formula.
round of questions, and then we could dip on that note. You know what I'm saying? And I could just promote the single one more time, and I can get to mine. How does that sound? That sound cool?
That sounds absolutely cool. I mean, like, yeah, no, it's an honor just having you on like every
Yeah,
second we
nah,
got.
say that. We don't even gotta get into all that. Let's get into
th-
that. Let's just do
yeah,
that.
yeah. Does anybody have a question ready? Because I was just gonna say, in like in addition to what you got coming forward with the with the future projects, is there anything you want to touch up on of like with this project you got going and you're promoting,
Yeah,
what
like I
inspired it,
said,
like something that inspired it in particular, what started it, like just to
again,
put it
what
out
started it
there.
was Mark Payne
Yeah. Okay.
reaching out to
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
and believing in me as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And having a good vibe, a good energy, and wanting to work with me. You know what I'm saying? And me feeling the same about him and appreciating the fact that he wanted to reach out and catch that bill for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? And then us doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Putting our little paperwork together, taking the time to do it right.
Yeah.
Um, copywriting stuff the right way, getting it registered in the right situations, making sure our PROs is right. Um, you know, locked in with the Harry Fox agency and our own UPC codes, you know what I'm saying, universal product codes and all of that, like just
Yeah.
getting everything game tight.
Yeah.
That's what sparked it, cause the song, there ain't no real, you know, don't suck no more. It is what it is. Like, you know, it's like, yo, you know,
Kind
you know,
of
I
kind
done
of
said
speaks for
everything I
itself.
can
Yeah.
say. Yeah, you know, I done said everything I can say on these matters, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want suck no more. You know what I'm saying?
Doing
You know, once you cats is like question your get down, you like, yo, son, I ain't gonna keep. I don't want suck no more, son. I'm gonna just show you what it is. Cause shown is a state of improve and make it valid. I'll just show and prove. I ain't gonna suck no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah. You see, you
No
see.
more questions. No more questions. Yeah,
You know
no
what I'm
more
saying? You
questions.
see. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just get on that time. Like, yeah, you see, King. I ain't even gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep
Yeah.
arguing with y'all about this shit. You see in good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't talk no more. You know what I mean? Some of these
Yeah, don't
cats
talk about it. Yeah.
need their jaw tap. Why your shut take a long nap? Don't want tuck no more. You know what I'm saying? Millie
Yeah.
Mac in the backpack. And despite that, lay flat face down on the floor. All that shit you done talk, and despite all that shit, all that negativity brought to the air, despite all that, here you are laying flat face down on the floor. And that's all you was good for anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now just lay it out, okay? You done.
Yeah.
So all of that to say, you know, so you know, ideas for songs come naturally because there's so much going on in the world and so many things happen to me as an individual. It's easy for me to write a song about pretty much anything that come to mind. But the impetus is just having the opportunity to work with a solid brother like Mark Payne and 808 Diffraction, who is the engineer from the Netherlands. Yo, it's working with those two cats.
Salute to
And
808.
yeah, salute to 808, man. That's committed and talented and focused and disciplined. Yo, you can't lose. 808 is like 18 years old, man.
Oh,
This
man.
dude is, yeah, man, he's a whiz kid though. He's doing his thing and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm really proud to be able to work with him. Again, I just say, you know, that's what's a thing. And so now what we're doing is preparing for it to go live on streaming platforms on the 13th for this Friday the 13th.
Oh.
And you know, and also we getting the merch out there, man. Like, yo, the hoodies is crazy, the t-shirts is crazy, the hats is crazy, like the vibes is crazy. So, you know, we trying to make that move well as well. Because I'm about to unleash my streetwear brand called 90s Era. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Okay.
it's a 9 and the letter D, 90s Era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see the shirts, some of them got
D.
just 9D, 3D, 3Ds, 3Ds, 3Ds. So it's
Yeah.
9Ds. So if somebody like, yo, what's why you got 9Ds on your shirt?
90.
90s
Yeah.
Era. You know what I'm saying? 90s Era, King. Like we on a it's a different type of time. So yeah, there's that. So, you know, yeah, that's what's happening with all that. You heard?
Yeah. That's what's up.
All right, so that's question one. We got two more to go.
Yep. Go ahead, Brother King X.
I have any questions?
Because I was like, I don't
Okay, well,
want to
King
hug
X
up.
wanna
I
go
don't
to
want to
look,
hug
look,
up the
X wanna go
floor.
to sleep. King. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't want to
X
hug
wanna
up.
go
Yeah,
to
I know.
sleep,
Yeah.
King. He almost bad as I am right now. All right. I know I ain't look, yo, King X, I ain't even mad at you, King.
I ain't even mad at you.
Yo, boy, I'm tired right now, son. I feel anytime you yawn, it just reminded me. I'm like, yo, something look like I feel. All right, that's why we gonna wrap this up in a second. You heard? And I'm tired. All right, you know what I mean. But yo, let me just let's end it on this note then. Listen,
Right, yeah.
here's the deal.
It's spring again.
You heard? Good smoking.
No, I'm sorry. You just got me thinking of
Good
that
smoking
song randomly because of
podcast.
that tiredness. Yeah.
You heard?
It's
Good
spring
smoking
again.
podcast is shaking out. I'm back on here doing what I do. I'm happy to have some time to chop it up with y'all brothers, man. Y'all get it in. You know what I'm saying? No, I know y'all rolling up the folding ups. So do what y'all gotta do. I gotta roll up these pants so I can put them in the damn in my traveling bag. You heard?
To carry on and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
And
Yep.
get ready
I'll
to
be
make a move. But I just want to tell everybody, yo, check me out on Instagram, Kool_Kim_NY oil. You heard?
Yeah.
And of course, you know, catch the single if you want to catch it now. It's at KoolKimUMC.com. That's my website. So definitely, if nothing else, sign up for the mailing list so you could keep hip to what's going on. I ain't sending out a million emails because I got too much stuff to do that. But
Yeah.
whenever something worth talking about is happening, I'm gonna mention it. And
You got a show coming up too, right?
Yeah, we gonna shoot the video in a couple of days. Matter of fact, tomorrow and the day after we'll be shooting a video.
Mhm.
And on the 14th, we'll be in Oakland, California, performing with Conscious Daughters' 30th anniversary. And then on the 21st and the 22nd, we'll be in Atlantic City. I'll be in Atlantic City as the UMC'S performing at Distro Fest in Atlantic City. So that's gonna be crazy. Sadat X gonna be there. Playboy Mikey D gonna be in the building. There's a few people's gonna be there. I can't think of everybody off my head right now. Freaking Just Ice is gonna be there.
Just Ice.
Like,
yeah,
man. You know,
I can't thank freaking Brother King X enough for bringing him on our platform. Yeah, it's
right. Honestly, that will King X. Take your ass back to sleep, King X. Don't try to start. I'm talking about now with your sleepy ass.
Yeah, we're gonna change it
to wake up down,
Brother Sleep X. We're gonna change it to Brother Sleep X.
I said, oh yeah, man. Start yawning now, man. But it's gonna be a thing, man. So you know, it is what it is, man. But sure, like I said, fellas, I really appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me on again, especially when I'm promoting this single, man. This what's up. I appreciate y'all, cats. And with that being said, man, it's time for us to say it's time to go.
Yeah. No, have a safe trip though, for sure. And don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. That's what.
Oh man, never that, man. Because we gonna keep dropping shit. So every time I drop shit, I'm gonna come in and talk y'all ear off. You heard?
For sure.
Hey, we
already know
appreciate that, and
we gonna come on earlier next time though.
Yeah.
No more old man hours, yo. I'm struggling right now.
It's all right, man. Hey, senior citizens naps are welcome.
Yeah, now we got the senior citizen time. Yeah, yo.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm off this, yo. Peace, y'all.
Salute. Peace.
Hey.
Have a good.
Can y'all hear
me? That was man, the myth, the legend, right there. Cool, Cam. We can't hear you right now, Gutta.
You can hear me?
So I don't know if the mic is up.
He muted.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he muted or something. Yeah, so I don't know. But
y'all running the show. Y'all running the show. Blatonio, Todd, and Brother King X right there is running the show right now. Brother King X yawning again.
I mean, maybe they. Okay, I think what he's trying to say is they hear him, like they hear him over there, but we ain't hearing him over here. Is that what? Yeah. All right, but yeah. But
watch
no,
that's technology, y'all. Watch.
Yeah, because you're not hearing them either, right, Brother King X?
Nope.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's a brother, right there. Cool Kim. I had a great time with it. I was looking forward to the interview for sure because we chopped it up. And just, dope ass MC.
I'm in this. Oh shit. Echo.
There you go, he back.
Oh no.
Can y'all hear me though?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah, we hear you. But I don't know why it's
fucking AI.
1, 2. Hold on a second. I got like 2.
Oh shit. I'm gonna hang up on myself. But y'all shout out Antonio, Brother King X. Hold it down.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
Yo.
Yeah, what's up, my brother?
Yeah, what's happening, y'all?
Yeah. No, good to have you. No, good to see you back, man.
Did y'all call me back intentionally?
Oh no. Oh, that might have been Gutter right now. Yeah, because I think he was like trying to like sign on to a different thing, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I thought y'all was like, yo, let me call him up real quick, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to get him out of here. Yo, so y'all smoking with y'all working.
I was like,
y'all smoking that weed too good, yo.
I just want to give you one last
My bad.
one last you want. No.
All right, yo, I'm out of here.
What's up? All right, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Nah, that was man, myth, legend
Can you
right
hear me
there.
now? Y'all still can't.
You know, Kool got Jay Gutta, got my brother King X right here, Blatonio Todd, and yeah, I think we chopped it up pretty good. Um, for real, you know, he dropped a lot of gems and stuff for anybody who's like up and coming or been doing it for a while too. You know, like just for anybody right there. I just
Right.
think we can all agree right there, and there's enough room for everybody right there. I think what he's
Yes.
pointing out there is like when everybody's talking about that and they just say, "Oh, how come we can't have?" I wish so and so was still rapping because chances are, if you do your research, you'll find out sometimes that
Alright,
person is
fam, it's
still rapping. You
9:29.
got to do it.
Means it's finally time.
We got to still
I don't
remember,
wanna talk no more.
like maybe the youth
It's
don't
ready,
understand
man.
it, but
You
remember
know what I'm
when
saying? It's
hip
ready.
hop didn't have a
Let's do it,
category.
man. Let's just do
We
it.
found
Let's
hip
just
hop.
do
We
it.
had to look for
You
hip
know,
hop. It didn't find us.
this is where to go.
Not always.
You already know, man. I hope y'all enjoy the song.
That's all I'm saying. Not
Spread
to
the
sound like,
word.
oh,
Do your thing, man. Give me some feedback, all that, man. Appreciate y'all. The hour is late. I need some rest. I'll talk to y'all in the morning, man. See what's up with it.
To Ron DMC and LL Cool J.
Alright, fam, it's 9:29. Means it's fine.
We paid homage to NWA, Ghetto Boys, Two Line Crew. We paid homage to those before us because we understood that without them, then we wouldn't have had a lane for us.
Absolutely. And a lot of the real ones are not, are not always thrown in everybody's face.
Real talk, I mean, to be part of different eras of hip hop is a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To witness hip hop from the beginning is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. When the homie brought up Just Ice, I was like, damn. Salute to the brother Just Ice right there.
Hey, you know what? He was on the West Coast for a minute too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother King X knows what he's talking about. Yeah.
Because he had dropped the album on In a Minute Records back in the day.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, any questions in the crowd before we jump off? Like, I don't know. We can't hear Gutta right now, so we ain't gonna be able to tell. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it. Can you? He's like all doing the sad face right now, y'all. Let me see. Are you looking at the comments right now, brother King X?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm in the chat.
All right. Yeah. No, mad face now.
Nah, we good. We can sign out. I don't know if they can.
Yeah, I do see that. Yeah, right. Yeah. Let me see. Let me look real quick. Yeah.
I got my mic unmuted on here.
But yeah, again, like we
Messenger, that's
still
why we
ironing
switched
out all the
from
bugs on the podcast. I think we did a pretty good interview, and hope we answered some people's questions, and always I want to encourage anybody who knows that we're going to interview a certain person, like send us questions in advance too. We'd like to do that for people. Let's see. Try to look real quick. That's why. So if it looks like I'm sidetracked, I am, because I'm just trying to look for the podcast on YouTube. See if anybody, You see anything right now, brother King X? I'm just looking real quick. Hopefully I'm not getting any feedback or whatever, by looking at it.
We can just go ahead and do the piece.
See, Gut throwing up the peace sign.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just like another shout out, like real quick, Mark Payne, the real Mark Payne right there. I see you in the comments and stuff, salute. Said earlier. That's what I'm seeing right now. See anybody else? Oh yeah, salute to my brother, Christopher Jordan.
Yes, sir. He was in the building. Christopher Jordan was in the
Jordan,
building.
what up,
He was
though?
in the building.
Yeah. Let me see. But yes, just want to make sure.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to
You
tell
know, we
you.
appreciate everybody who comes on. See you, strange one. See one there. What up, though? D Cochran. See you too. See, real Mark Payne saying about, and you know, like, cause sometimes the way the comments come through, we know that the times always can be different too. So
Right.
yeah, it could be late. Cause I know like some of these comments are like talking about our brother, you know, Kool Kim's like shoes and stuff. So, but yeah, and salute again to the Latin Pain. Let's see who else. But no, overall, I just think we had a pretty good interview and stuff. I was looking forward to this right here. And me and Brother King X both are networking with two different legends and stuff that we hope to bring very soon. We just can't really tap into it because we just don't want to jinx it, and, you know. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they can see it. They ain't three Talib.
Pretty much said they was down, just waiting for them to get back to me.
Exactly. I think that's pretty much like the same for both of us right there. So yeah. And actually, I was gonna also say for anybody who's watching out there, if they want to like send anybody our way that they have in mind, or just, you know, like if somebody's a legend to you, feel free to hit them up and stuff too. You know, because that's pretty much what we do. We hit them up, and if you're really a fan and stuff, you know, like Kool Kim actually put it best, where he's like, of gaining true fans, you don't have to just be a fan. You could, you know, like fanboys, like you can be friends and stuff right there. You know,
Right.
you never know who's gonna respond back. You know, I could
Exactly.
tell you one person, one mutual friend of me and Brother King X right there. We've gained a friendship. You know, someone we looked up to. That's, you know, that we consider, you know, pretty much our pops. So
Real talk.
on the real, yeah. So just want
So
everybody to know, you know, like hit them up. You know.
so Saturday we got Cuban Link, right?
Yeah, we got Cuban Link.
Make sure y'all tune in for that, and the horse trainer will also be tuning in, also going live.
Yep. Looking super forward to that.
The three turn.
The three turn. The three turn of the Cuban one. Three turn of the Cuban one.
The Cuban
The
one.
Cuban one is finally returned. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I had to do it.
To the
You know what I'm
YZ.
yeah. YZ. Shout out YZ Anthony Hill right there, man.
Yeah, hold on, let me talk.
Yeah. The three turn. But I don't know what else you got going on, Brother King X. Anything else you want to like kind of promote before we jump? Anything else you want to kind of promote to? Yeah, I think he's saying we're kind of like winding out, right? Yeah.
Of course, subscribe to all the Hood Smokers podcast on every platform that we on, from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram to TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Coming soon to more platforms.
Yep. Definitely subscribe to everybody else's individual, you know, like what they got going on and stuff. Brother King X right there, you can find them. Was it you have it under BKX on a couple of them, if I'm not mistaken, or like let them know. Blatonio Todd, could like Papa Jive, you can find me on Instagram under.
You can find,
but for yourself, it's like
you can find me on Instagram, Brother King X.
Brother King X.
On TikTok, Brother King X, BKX.
Yes, sir.
Coming soon to Rumble.
Yep.
All over the place. We going all over.
And any other platform I could think of that we can get on.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and absolutely. You got anybody you want to swing our way, like send them our way. Or even if you like have a podcast that you mess with heavily and stuff. We'd love to network, do any of that kind of stuff. You know.
Y'all, and feel free to reach out to any of us anytime.
Yep. Absolutely. And we got a lot of different projects happening in the works. You got Brother King X doing his thing. We're gonna we still haven't forgotten about doing our own Hood Smoker podcast exclusive mixtape. Yep.
That's coming soon. Get ready for that.
I think we're down to almost the last minute from if Homeboy's like doing the signal right. So if it cuts out, yeah, just want everybody to know. Love everybody. You know, shout out to my brother, you know, Jay Gutta. Shout out to my brother King X right there. Salute everybody. Shout out to the homie Dice. Shout out to, you know, Kool Kim from UMC'S who, you know, took the time out. Look forward to having him back.
Shout out to everybody that rock with us, present, past, and future.
Yeah. And shout out to my
brother King X, Blatonio, Todd. Salute to Kool Kim. Make sure you go in the description and check that shit out.
I'm trying to read. I can't see. Like, yeah. He trying to tell us something, man. I don't know if you read lips better than me, my brother. But yeah. But I think that's pretty much, yeah, we just pretty much winding out. And stay tuned for Saturday where we got Cuban Link coming on. So, yep. Stay tuned. And anything you want to see more of, just like let us know in the comments. Comments or even just like inboxes too. You know, like skits. If you want to see more knowledge from Brother King X too, you know, like he's been dropping some gems, doing that. Any kind of comedy routines, anything you want to see, any of us, you know, do in the future, let us know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, you rock with us, we rock with y'all. So, I don't know.
Yes,
I'm pretty much done here.
I think much love to all y'all.
And we'll keep it 100 and we out.
Oh, and much love to Professor Griff, of course.
Yes, sir. Brother, shout out Professor Griff. Peace out, y'all. We out this bitch. That's another Hood Smoker. 2222 in the book.
What up, dog?
Tune in for Cuban Link.
Welcome to the
Saturday Night Live on the Hood Smoker Podcast.
#1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio, Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker.